So, good afternoon, my name is Nick Woud from the Royal Concertgebouw. We are the only orchestra that owns a pair of original Snell pedal drums, and these drums have been taken to Adams and copied, and they made a whole set out of these drums. So you see 5 sizes. Actually there will be a couple of more sizes. Now what I'm going to show to you is how to take off the head and put it on the drum again. This is necessary to do after like half a year of heavy playing. The calf head will turn a little bit bad at a certain point. What we do then is we will turn around the head and take the other side. So basically with a middle set heavy symphonic use, you can use the head for 1 year. For the outside timpani, these heads last longer. Okay, let me show you how easy it is with these drums. As you see, these drums are special in the sense that the system is different. Nothing is pulled down. The Schneller drums are based on the system that the kettle is pushed up. It means that there are no struts, nothing around the kettle. There is no iron hoop in which the kettle hangs. The kettle is just supported by a little cup underneath. This makes it even more easy to put the head on the drum again. Also with this system the drums are made with clamps, also a Schneller invention. Also the clamps make it much more easy to take off the head. I will show you how it goes. First of all, what we do with this drum, this is a 28-inch drum. It actually sounds quite good, but there is a little squeak in the drum when the head slips around the rim of the kettle. So I want to take the squeak off and put the head on again, so that it sounds nice again. First of all, I will put the pedal up, so no more pressure on the pedal, the most up position. Then I will take the fine tuner and also turn it backwards as far as I can. In this position, like here now, the rods should be already free. What I do now is just make them a little bit more loose. Click the clamps of the drum. And the head is ready for takeoff. With the heads, most of the calf heads are made by Calvo in Ireland. What we in Amsterdam do is we never play on the backbone of the head. The backbone will always be in the middle, and with the Calvo you can see where the little stamp is. If the stamp is in the right position, from down to up is the backbone. In general we choose to play on the belly, the soft part of the head. Just gives a little bit more, it's a little bit less stiff and is a little bit more, you can play around a little bit more with it. Okay, so we just put the head against the wall for now, because I want to put some Teflon spray on the drum. Normally when the drum doesn't squeak, I don't put it on the drum when I change heads. I just leave it like this, because I don't want to put too much of the stuff on the drum. But when it makes a noise, it really should be done. It's a Norton Spray Teflon Plus 3. I don't know where you can buy it. I always purchase it from Adams, of course, but it works quite well. What we need to do now is with this drum, we just actually, you can see how the drum is built and how it looks inside. There is nothing on the kettle at all. So I'm going to put some spray on the rim, just around. Don't breathe it in. Just like this. It's quite nasty stuff. It doesn't need a long period to dry. Just a minute or two, that would be enough. Then, the other equipment I need for this technique is a bucket with cold water and a piece of cloth, which I nicked from the kitchen in the Concertgebouw. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet the head now with the cloth. Let me show you on the floor here. It's just wet. I take a little bit wetter cloth. This is still the top on which we play. Make it wet again. Take the other side of the head. It doesn't matter if the rim or the hoop on which the drum is tightened. It doesn't matter if it gets wet or not, because it's still very, very strong. So you don't have to be too careful. Just make it wet again a couple of times. If you're in a room which is very, very dry, you have to do it a little bit more often, like here. And if it's not extremely air conditioned, doesn't have to be that much. But you see, I just continue to make the head wet like this. Okay, I just take off the excess of water now. The head is wet enough, like this. Now, minding the backbone of the drum, I'm going to look, where is the pedal? The pedal is here. The playing spot is just left of the fine tuner here. Backbone is there, so this should be okay. Now I'm going to just to check. First I have to put it a little bit more left, because with these Schnelle drums there are here little spaces where the clamps are put down on the hoop. So these we need to take care that they're in the right position also. But it's normally, if the head is left right, it should be okay. I'm just going to look if the head is evenly positioned on the kettle. You see, with the kettle you can move it a little bit also. Now this is quite important. I'm going to put the pedal a little bit more down, not completely in the middle position, but in a position of the A, more or less. The fine tuner I'm going to put down again. So more or less in the original position where they were before I took off the head. So I have enough space to go down and to go up. Clamps. Put them back on the hook. By now the Teflon is dry enough. Don't swipe it or something, just leave it like it was when you sprayed it on. I'm just looking if it's nice and even on the drum, but you can see where the fine tuner is in the middle. These clamps are nicely in the middle.